My husband is cheating on me with my high school bully. Make sure you stick around for the juicy update on this one. I have found out that my husband is having an affair with my high school bully for the past 6 months. Okay, so it wasn't just like a one-time lapse in judgment. This was like a full-on relationship. I just can't believe that he could fool me. His affair started 6 months ago. I could trace it to 6 months back anyway. It could have been longer. There were no signs, no indication, no change of behavior, no change in the bedroom. I just found out by accident 3 weeks ago when his phone was on the nightstand. My husband was sleeping with my high school bully. Like, did he know about her?
I hope not.
I grew up in a small town, and this woman bullied me severely in middle school and high school. After graduation, I did everything to find a job in a bigger city, and I moved, leaving all the hurtful memories. I worked hard for a year, and I found an apartment, bought a car, and later started college. That's where I met my husband. We got married 2 years ago. I'm 8 weeks pregnant. He doesn't know yet. I will tell him eventually. Don't worry. When I was in college, my bully reached out to me after we bumped into each other at a party. She was new in town and was glad she saw a familiar face.
Why would I want to talk to you?
I feel like this is just another way that she's bullying you. She never acknowledged what she did, and I never confronted her. I didn't want to open old wounds. However, I wasn't going to befriend her, so I just rebuffed any attempt of reconnecting. She still moved in the same crowd as my husband and me. I never told my husband anything about her or our past. Ooh. I wasn't even sure he knew her by name. Okay. Well, at least he didn't know. Listen, he's trash. He's already trash for cheating on you. At least he wasn't aware. What I'm gathering from this is that she wanted what you have. And guess what the bullying was about? Probably the same thing. 3 weeks ago, when my husband was in the shower, he got a notification on Messenger. I thought it was odd since he hasn't been active on Facebook or Messenger in ages. We know each other's codes, so I looked and there was her name and pictures telling him she missed his stick. I scrolled a few messages back and there was a full conversation. I felt sick and my eyes went blurry, so I just left the phone back where it was and acted like nothing happened. So let me guess, are you guys like Facebook official? Like, does it say that he's married to you? Is that how she found him? I mean, even if you weren't Facebook official, I bet you anything that there's photos of you guys on his Facebook. Over the next 2 weeks, I looked at his phone whenever I could. I found out that my husband deleted Messenger when he didn't use it, except for the time he forgot. I started doing the same. Whenever he's sleeping, playing games, or out for a run, I took his phone and installed Messenger. I could trace back their relationship 6 months. They've been sleeping together for 4. A lot of graphic description of what they want to do or have done to each other, but also a lot about me. It was often one-sided. It was always my bully asking questions and trying to get answers about me, and my husband either reluctantly answering or outright telling her not to talk about me. Ooh, okay, so she obsessed with you a little bit, girl.
Fan behavior.
But they've discussed my intimate habits and said I'm vanilla. To her constant questions about if he preferred me better, he answered that it's different and he doesn't want to compare. Discussions about me often ended in him getting irritated, and he stopped answering for days. I have never cried my whole life combined compared to these last few weeks. She out to get you. This isn't even just about bullying, man. She's trying to ruin your life. I want to leave my husband, but I don't want to tell him why. Why? Let him cry about it.
Oh, boo-hoo.
The same way you're crying about it. I don't want to give him or my bully the satisfaction of knowing that they hurt me. I just want to ask for a divorce and just tell him I wasn't in love with him anymore and I'm not happy in our marriage. It won't be lying, technically, because he's not the man I loved and I'm not happy in our marriage.
A technicality.
I haven't told anyone what I've found out, but I've told my mom that I want to leave my husband and stated the reasons above. She went berserk. This is why you need to be honest. Otherwise, everyone's just gonna be like,
This is something you could have worked out. Like if you guys are fighting, maybe it's just a rough patch.
no, bestie, he cheated on you with your high school bully.
Okay.
This is so out of the blue and moronic that the first question she asked was whether I was cheating on him or not. See, they're gonna blame it on you unless you tell the truth. This was a preview to what probably everyone else will think and say, but honestly, I would rather live with being the perpetrator than the victim this time. Okay. I just can't let that bee hurt me again. Watch me suffer and enjoy it. I just can't. I know I'm being irrational right now, but please put yourself in my shoes and tell me what you would do in my stead. I would literally tell everyone I know. I'm not even exaggerating, like I would. Comments say, yes, this is just more bullying. I slept with your man and he said I was better. That's what this is about. As soon as OP is gone, she'll dump that dude.
He's absolutely right.
So some people are saying that cheaters like the affair confrontation in a twisted way. It's the culmination of all the sneaking around and the burst of adrenaline and emotions. It's the conclusion to an explosive and reactive betrayal. I can understand not wanting to give them the satisfaction, but I think at the same time, I'm also a people pleaser. I care what people think about me, and if it ended up with like me being the person who did wrong, that's an attack on my character, and I wouldn't be okay with that. I take it very personally when people attack my character. I don't know how I would react. I feel like in this type of situation, I would let people know if they asked. But we do have a juicy little update. Many said I needed a lawyer. I don't know about that. We don't have assets more than a joint account for monthly expenses and a joint savings account where both of us can do whatever withdrawals. I've already transferred my contribution to my private account. I'm not trying to protect my husband and his AP of their reputation. I just don't want to give them, her, the satisfaction of knowing how much they've hurt me. I've read all your comments and the majority think I have the wrong approach. I've decided to follow my gut. About terminating my pregnancy. Ooh, that's another one. I'm pro-choice, and of course I've chosen my baby even before I knew I was pregnant. I can't get rid of it only because I don't want to be with its father anymore. Me and my brothers are children to divorced parents, and we turned out decent enough. About my bully being the stepmom, the chance is slim, and not good enough for me to convince me to get rid of my baby. I already love it more than anything in the world. It's highly probable that your bully is only having an affair with your husband because she's trying to hurt you. I mean, kind of if that satisfaction is taken away, then I highly doubt that she would ever be your stepmother, let alone she would stay with him.
She doesn't love him. She's just using him. She just wants something to do.
I've broken the news to my husband that I'm leaving him. I've already talked to my friends about it, and being unhappy in my marriage seemed a good enough reason for them to support me. One of them offered me her place until I find my own. I got really emotional and hugged her and cried because that meant I could leave my husband's apartment now. He was shocked when I told him. I don't think he took me seriously at all at first, but he asked me if he did something wrong. You did. I told him I'm simply not happy with him, and I think I'm still too young to waste my life in an unhappy marriage. He said he noticed me being distant the past month, but he never would have guessed that I was unhappy with him. He begged me to tell him what was wrong because this can't be it. He believed me, however, when my friend came to take me with her. This was Thursday. He's been calling me multiple times a day, but I haven't answered. I like that he has absolutely no clue, and it's gonna eat him up inside. He showed up this morning to my friend's house and begged me to have breakfast with him. I agreed. He looked like he hadn't slept or shaved since I asked for a divorce. I told him I was pregnant and that I'm keeping it, but he didn't have to be a part of its life if he didn't want to. His phone was on the table and he got a notification from Messenger. So he'd forgotten to delete the app before meeting me. When I saw her name, I told him, "Oh, is that her name? You know, she used to bully me in high school back when we both lived in town." He froze. "Oh, I haven't told you about her?" I told him everything she did and how it affected me, how she never apologized about anything. He was silent the whole time and just looked at me. I ended it with, "Be careful with her. I don't think she's changed much, to tell you the truth." He grabbed my arm and just watched my face like he wanted to see if I knew something. Let him squirm about it. I bet you anything he's second guessing that whole relationship now. "Oh, I'm sorry. Did you think that you had someone's shoulder to cry on? No, that's a bully who slept with you in order to get at your wife and hurt her." My plan is to buy a small apartment because that's all I can afford right now. A 1-bedroom is enough until I have my baby and it's old enough to need its own room. I can upgrade later when I've saved more. I'm not leaving this city. I've spent my best years here and I have the greatest memories. I have my friends around me and hopefully they will still be supporting me when the divorce is a fact. I've already filed for divorce, but he's probably going to ask for a thinking period. I'm not in a hurry though. Everything will get better. For now, I want to cry, try to get over him and heal, and be there for my baby. Wow, you're a better woman than me. You really are holding your head high through all of this, and I love how you told him. OP playing chess while her ex playing tic-tac-toe. Tic-tacky-ho.
Good one.
I'm very impressed with how you handled this situation. And I'm also happy that we got a little bit of petty revenge and that you did kind of let him know, but like not enough.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Not enough to give him the satisfaction of a confrontation so he could explain himself and lie probably, but like enough to make him hate himself. We got some more cheating drama. Don't go anywhere.
The bell doesn't dismiss you. I dismiss you.
This is a spicy one. Shared in the Charlottedobre YouTube subreddit. My husband cheated. Then he got cancer. I left him while he was in surgery.
What?
Some people might call me heartless, but let me tell you the whole story and then you can decide. 2 years ago, I caught my husband sneaking around on Snapchat with a former coworker. At the time, we were already in a brutal, miserable marriage and counseling because he acted like he hated me. Like I was the root of all his problems. Meanwhile, he had no problem running off at a moment's notice to help other women, especially his old high school flame who was still hanging around in our social circle. This is why my theory of why people cheat. I just really think that they're just trying to find a way out of the marriage or the relationship. They're looking for a way to self-sabotage. When I confronted him, he admitted to the affair. It broke me, but I stayed. We had 3 kids. I thought we could rebuild. We went to therapy and I fought for our marriage. Then last fall, life threw us another curveball. He got cancer. It was serious, but treatable. He needed chemo, which meant he needed a port surgically placed into his chest to make treatments easier. I was right there at the hospital waiting for his surgery to be over. I was still being the good wife. Then, his phone dinged. I picked it up, thinking it might be something important about his treatment. It wasn't. It was her, his high school sweetheart.
Oh, hell no!
The one I'd always been polite to. The one he swore was
Just a friend.
the one who was always conveniently around when I wasn't. My heart pounded as I scrolled up through their messages. At first, it was innocent, catching up, reminiscing about old times, but then I saw it. He tried to hook up with her. During the same time he was giggity-gooing with his coworker behind my back, he also had been trying to get her into bed. 2 affairs. 2 betrayals.
We got a 2-for-1 special today.
And here I was, sitting in a hospital, waiting for this man to come out of surgery so I could hold his hand and tell him,
We'd get through this together.
honestly, I don't blame you one bit. It would be one thing if he never cheated again, but he did.
They always do.
I was livid. But then a strange thing happened. I didn't cry. I didn't break down. I just felt done. Done with the lies, done with the betrayals, done with him. I stood up. I walked out of that hospital. I drove home, packed up my things, packed up my kids' things, and I left.
Bye, Felicia. Come on, let's go.
By the time he woke up from surgery, I was gone. No dramatic goodbye, no confrontation, just silence. Honestly, silence is probably my favorite card to play. Silence and indifference is what hurts the person the most, because you're not giving them the satisfaction of being able to explain themselves, of being able to make themselves out to be a little bit better of a person. I don't even want to hear it. I don't care. Now he's going through chemo, and despite everything, I still make him freezer meals and arrange for people to take him to his treatments. I make sure he has what he needs, but only at a distance. He's still going through something. He's still the father of your children. You can be kind to him and also be kind to yourself and not put up with it anymore. And the irony, he begs me to come back. He says he's changed, that cancer has opened his eyes, that he finally understands what's truly important, that he's sorry, that he loves me, that we can start over. No, no, no. You had a second chance, buddy, and you blew it. And now I'm left wondering, what if he's telling the truth? He's not. You already gave him a second chance, girl. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
Fool me 3 times.
Oh my god.
What if he really has changed? What if the man who betrayed me, hurt me, and destroyed my trust is actually capable of being the man he always should have been? Well, I'm sure he's capable of it, but he chose not to be. More than once. I don't know what to do. I want to believe him, but I also know if cancer hasn't forced him to face his morality, he might still be sneaking around behind my back. Is a second chance worth the risk? Or is it just too little, too late? Of course he wants another chance. But you're also teaching him by forgiving him in the first place. And listen, I get it. You know, you got kids together, you got years with this man. But if he really, really, truly cared, he would not have done this again to you. He doesn't care. He just wants someone to take care of his loser butt. I mean, that's a good point, because where is this affair partner? Is this affair partner the one that's taking care of him now that he needs someone to take care of him? Or is that just reserved for his wife that has no backbone? I'm sorry to be blunt, but it's true. Once he's back to being healthy, he will cheat again. He'll have realized that life is too short to sleep with just one person, or life is too short to stay in an unhappy marriage. This guy is playing her because he needs a nursemaid right now. I have a feeling the moment he recovers, he'll go back to cheating. And I honestly have to agree. Am I overreacting? Questionable texts on my 24 female, boyfriend's 25 male phone. I found these texts between my boyfriend and a coworker. For context, he works nights at a hospital. So blue is the boyfriend, orange is... we'll find out. Dude, I'm telling you, there is this Filipino chick on CTU3 that just left that I wanted so bad. Bro, not even funny. Amazing butt. She was short and very cute. She's still PRN, but I'll be lucky to see her again, so that ship has sailed. So then he sends a picture of her. She's on the left. That's her twin sister on the right. I literally said out loud,
Please tell me the one on the left.
yes, sir. Literally going to move in with her soon. She's out of my league. Go get her, tiger. So you're involved. This sounds like a text message conversation between bros that like cheat and they like share each other's conquests. So she's married. There's another cutie on CTU3 that looks similar but not as good, named... She's actually single too, I'm pretty sure. My work boo told me. My work boo? Oh, absolutely not. Yes, I remember a lot of good-looking nurses on CTU3 and techs. For real, there's a baddie on CTU7 that I've had my eyes on since I first saw her, but I've never talked to her because she works days. So this guy has gone as far as to find out the names, find out if they're single, and another one that's married. You're getting the relationship statuses, you're finding out names. What possible reason could there be for that if you weren't actually gonna do something? It's different when you're just like,
Oh man, did you see that guy? He was so cute.
that's different.
Oh man, that girl's so good looking.
No, dude, you're making a plan here. But no, she looks so beautiful. Nothing holds my gaze like a Latina, dude.
Tiempo na ponerme la chancla y el bañador. Voy a la playa, había subido la marea.
I've had everything but a black chick. We're not, like a gelato store where you can just sample every flavor. But the sweetest brown sugar might as well be Colombian black tar instead. Oh Lord, this is disgusting. I'm grossed out.
Don't talk about women like that, okay?
I'll keep an eye out for you. I'm the best wingman, believe me. Being a good witness is key. You are not overreacting. This is not an overreaction.
No, I haven't seen him.
Not only is he likely cheating, but look at the way he talks about women. And even if he was single, the way that he's like discussing the flavors, it's so objectifying. So OP updated. I confronted him and he said he was just talking shisa and hyping his friend up.
Doesn't catch the red-handed. You're too time and hussy.
I think this is beyond disrespectful and he could have hyped up his friend in a more appropriate way. Also, I'm white, European, not Latina, so there's that. Okay, so he's essentially saying that you're not his type. I'm not sure what to do or how to feel. I'm already insecure and this makes me feel worse. I mean, your boyfriend kind of sounds like a scoundrel, honestly.
Black-hearted scoundrel.
I've been upset all day and he just blames me for going through his phone. Oh, they always do. Let's talk about the issue at hand, which is why you need privacy in the first place. I know going through his messages was wrong, but I knew something was up with him and this is what I found. This is at best extremely disrespectful and at worst he's scoping out prospects to cheat on me with. I think all of those things are happening, honestly. OP updated in the comments. I woke up this morning and sent him a breakup text. I know that's kind of crappy, but I feel like if I told him in person, he would be better at convincing me to stay. I mean, he's already gaslighting you, babe, and blaming you for going through his phone. So yeah, manipulators probably would convince you to stay. I feel like I put up with a lot of disrespect for years, and I want to thank everyone who DM'd me for their encouragement that finally gave me the confidence to do this. If you are anything other than grossed out by your boyfriend at this point, I don't know what to tell you. So are you overreacting? No. I wanted to include a story in this video that will give us some much needed satisfaction. Revenge on my cheating husband. I found out my husband cheated on me in November. I've known this man since I was 5, been best friends forever, and now married for 5 years. He decided he wanted a divorce. 2 months ago, he basically came crawling back and asked for our marriage back. I said, okay. Little does he know I'm saving $500 on his dime every month to leave him eventually. Oh, that's good. Excellent. Little does he know I'm losing weight and getting my body in the best shape of its life for my future person who will never take me for granted. Oh yes. We're moving in the shadows, bestie. I love to see it. Little does he know I made a fake profile on Snapchat and added his father to it. Oh my. His father is now cheating on his mother with a fake profile, AKA me. Ah! His dad? You are diabolical. You are an evil genius. I will be sending all the screenshots to his mother after I leave. Normally I wouldn't bring anyone else into this, but his mother decided I was in the wrong for her son cheating on me. Ooh, oh, okay, love that. Won't that be ironic? Little does he know I talked to my rental manager and sign a contract to leave the apartment, which is in my name, in December. Same week, he will be gone on a trip. Won't it be funny when he comes back to new locks, his wife missing, his stuff in the dumpster, and nowhere to live? It won't be funny. It will be hilarious. Oh, and did I mention his dream car is in my name because I had better credit? No, you didn't, but I'm glad you did. Don't worry, I've already started the process of selling it and it will be towed to California that same week he's on vacation. I will never let anyone play me for a fool again, and I certainly won't let someone cheat on me and leave me only to try and pick me as a second option later. Who said revenge isn't sweet? Oh, we love revenge on this channel. We love pettiness, and we especially love moving in the shadows. Subscribe!